All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and their inner-city rivals, the New York Jets. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Now, Barney! Now let's go! 3-19!
The first carry now. This is Johnson. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now let's go! Blue 90!
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Jones now off the bootleg. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Now Jones. Escaping the pressure right. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Barney! Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
A first down carry here for Johnson. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They pitch it out to Johnson, and the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing Jones. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for the Giants. 63 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
All right, here we go. 319.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dumping it off for Johnson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
Nice little nifty play for them there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Now Jones looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Here's Jones. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Jets set to take the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Here we go now.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the 2nd drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Detroit!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones underneath for Johnson. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones flushed out right. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 30 yards there. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Set. 3-19.
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And now it's 2nd down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. Jones, off play action, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Here's Ryan Allen now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now out come the Giants. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And now look at him go. The 30, 20. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. A big run there by Johnson. 64 yards. So from their own 20 all the way to the red zone now. A chance to capitalize on 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
They go play action here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
All right, here we go.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Jonnu Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. J.J. Nelson now to return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Jones operating from the gun. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Jalen Smith in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Got his target, Samuel. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Over, 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 over.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
Jones now off the play fake. Taking a shot for Samuel. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Detroit! Detroit! Hot!
They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 30.
Now back to throw. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Back deep, J.J. Nelson. Taking it about the 16. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Black 99 Philly, here we go! Check 26, check 26. Motion, motion! All right, now, lucky 56.
On 1st down, Jones. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Dancing to his left. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Green 39! Green!
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
All right, here we go. 319! 319!
They're going to look to throw. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. unable to find anyone open.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard. Line.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now a handoff, Johnson. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Jones. Off play action. Going deep for Benjamin. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime with a visiting Giants, I guess you could say, on top of the Jets in this New York rivalry. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flush to his right. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. A dump underneath to Jones. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go.
They'll set up to throw. Steps away to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Randy Gregory in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the 2nd half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Gun! 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 Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Jones to throw from his end zone. And that's complete to Jesse James. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Now it's him carry for Johnson. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Gun! 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 Hurry up, here we go!
They go to Johnson again. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty...
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that play certainly took a long time, and that's why a lot of coaches in training camp, they use a whistle or a horn at about 3 seconds because they want the ball in the hands of the quarterback. They want the play to develop quickly and get the ball downfield. This one had to go over 5 seconds holding on to the football, and then he ends up getting hit, and they have an incompletion.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go. This is caught inside the 15. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. They'll look to throw here. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. And Hauschka's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And now out come the Jets. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Lets it go for... It got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A gain of 32 that time. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Willis, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Jones, from the gun, he'll throw, eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Read it well, and it's picked. And to the 12, that's where it stops the return. A little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On the toss, here's Johnson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Green 39! Green 39! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw here. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Randy Gregory. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And taken right at the 35. And a very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because...
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 33. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
All right, here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he rifles one incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it's 3rd down.
I know we're doing this game live, but let's step into the film room for just a second, because when they review this play, oh, the negatives are going to be incredible on this one. Rolling out to his right. Yeah, he's right-handed, so that's a natural spot for him. But he throws back across his body back into traffic.
Big no-no.
Oh, that's a monster no-no. The only good thing that happened, it fell incomplete. Very fortunate.
Here we go now. 319. 319. Gone.
Looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And Hauschka's kick is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Tackle by Jordan Willis. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
To throw on 2nd down. Jones. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Jets on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Now let's go. 319.
Throwing Jones. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And the pressure gets to him again. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now we've got a giant player here slow to get up after that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And that will up the score now. It's 23-zip. Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced him to take just the 3.
And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't let them get anywhere. It made them kick a field goal. That almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
Jones now on 1st down. And this will be a dump off for Keller. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Throwing on 1st down. Jones. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Here's Jones throwing again on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. Jones throwing on 3rd and long. James has got it, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
45. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. So, Charles, are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without